Scott joined us from 90 Minutes. How you doing, bro? Good to see you. Good to come to an away game, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Flat today. Not just disjointed a bit. Ugh.
It's the same old, isn't it? Like I just tweeted just now. Like United can't afford to drop games like that. They're very capable of that. And I know City lost last week, but they didn't really play that well. But that game, they win that game. You know, the proper title contenders, Liverpool and City, they build up a head of steam early on. And last season was a little bit different. But United always got that game in them, and you know that that'll happen again as well. Now there's players to come into the team, but I'm just not convinced. And I'm just being asked like why I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed because I expect that to happen.
Is that what it is? You still think we're at that level where we can't kind of manufacture those types of performances where you can come here and go, you know what, we're going to be at it, we're going to be energetic, we're going to be ready, and not go a goal down?
Yeah. I mean, I think they were prepared for Leeds. You know, you looked at, you know how Leeds play. Everyone knows how Leeds play. They were prepared for that. Southampton did the same thing. You know, they played with aggression, they played with intensity.
Two up top, hunting us down.
Up top. Harry Maguire got caught twice on the ball, one in each half, and they were just lax and no urgency. And I've been saying it for years. Like, it's just a problem that they just have that they need to get rid of, and they've never shown any sign of actually getting rid of it. They're progressing as a team, but they're still. That's why I think performances like that is why I think they won't win the league.
Because you'll see too many of those.
Yeah, too many of them. Midfield's a problem.
What? The Matic in for McTominay, did you understand it? I'm not going to lie, at the beginning I was like, okay, I don't mind him switching it up, okay, cool, but it didn't. Do you think it worked?
I did see McTominay might have been carrying an injury. I'm not sure how serious it is because he did come on. So I get it in that sense. But with McTominay, and I know he gets a lot of criticism, but he at least does have that energy, you know. I've just seen Matic has lost the ball like 21 times or something.
He had a
like
mixed
that.
game. There's a couple of times he stepped in one possession of the ball, and then other times, like you said,
they played in patches, and you need to get that out of your system at some point. I know it's early on in the season, and it's not going to, you know, they could go on a run and like get back into things, but I was hoping that this season, with all the good feeling coming into it, with Sancho and Varane arriving, I know they haven't started games yet, but I was just hoping that good feeling could carry through, and you just had that reminder today that they're actually capable of this.
I think you said it at the top of the interview very well, that it's still in there, isn't it? Like, we can get excited with the signings, and they've been really good signings, and we should be happy and pleased with those signings. Yes, it's going to take time to bed them in, but that squad is still the same squad with the same regime from last year, and it's like going a goal down. That reaction is always there though, because after, you know, second half I thought we was really good. We get the goal, and even 10-15 minutes after getting the goal, we're pushing. Why do you think it faded?
I don't know. You just don't know. You can't predict this team, can you? You know. Well, I suppose you can in a sense, because you can predict
performances like that.
They've always got this in them, but I don't know. Maybe bringing the mentality is the biggest thing. You know, it's going into each game knowing that, oh, this team's going to come at us. We've got to be at our best. We can't get caught on the ball in our back line and give up chances like that, like Harry Maguire did. They've got to be on it. They've got to be hungry each game. And I think that's the problem that they haven't shown that they can shrug off yet. Maybe if a Champions League winner like Varane, multiple-time Champions League winner like him, can come in and change the mentality in the team. I don't know. He speaks good English. Maybe he can. But they just need a bit more. Midfield's a concern as well. They've flitted through 4 players in centre midfield today.
It's like we don't know what our best pairing is now.
You don't know what the best combination is. McTominay and Fred, okay, they do well in certain games, but they need more in there, I think. And maybe this will be a reminder today that, oh, actually, there's a few weeks left of a few days left of the transfer window. We actually need something in there. They've got to sell players as well. Like,
Lingard coming on for the last 5 minutes. Is that Ollie's way of saying, yeah, I did say you kind of got a little bit of a role. It's going to be in the last 5-10 minutes, but that's what it's going to be. But does that sort of show you what's going on there, where we want to be, and versus where we are?
Yeah, I know. I don't know whether it's. I think Lingard can be a part of the team. He brings a lot of good qualities, but let's be honest, he's probably got to leave to get first team football. At his age, at the stage of his career, but United probably, I think they need that money to go and buy another centre midfielder. They probably need to offload a couple of other players as well. Phil Jones is still bloody there. Like, I think they're not going to get rid of him, are they, with the wages he's on?
He's probably going to run his contract down. You got another look at Sancho?
Yeah. Spent half his time on the left. So, yeah, I mean, no, you can tell when in the moments where he actually gets on the ball on the right hand side, people are like, oh, the defender's like, oh, okay, we know he can beat a man, we know he can get past this. I think they were standing off him a little bit, and Wan-Bissaka was getting up the side. So a little bit of an encouraging sign, but he didn't really have enough time. They didn't really get the ball to him enough. I think he was frustrated a lot of the time. I don't know if you could see it, but he was.
He wanted the ball
quicker. He wanted the ball quicker, and they're not playing like that. So you might have to get used to it.
Bruno, another assist though, I think. Was it another?
I think it was a Pogba assist.
Oh, was it Pogba? I knew Pogba was involved in the build-up. Yeah. Didn't it go Pogba, then Bruno, then a goal?
I think it went.
Or was it the other way around?
It went Pogba, Bruno, back to Pogba. I think he towed it to.
Oh yeah, he did. Yes. But another assist for Paul Pogba then.
Yeah.
Which whoever it was, they were both involved.
Yeah.
And another goal for Mason Greenwood.
Yes. He's just cold, that kid, isn't he? They probably made a bad decision again. You know, not starting him up front. I know they want to change things around and that kind of thing, and you've got to rotate throughout the season. But you know, after last week with Greenwood, he's a proper number 9, isn't he? For me, like that floating around came back when he went in centre forward, but it's not enough, is it? You know,
it's too much on his shoulders.
It is. I was hoping Cavani might be on the bench today. It was probably a little bit too early. There was one moment in the second half at some point where the ball flashed across the face of goal.
You're thinking Cavani.
Nobody there. Yeah. Cavani would have been there. So hopefully he'll be back next week. I've got a good squad. I think Cavani will probably end up starting a lot of games to gobble up chances like that. But United still need more. So I'm not convinced. I think we'll make top 4. But I'm not.
You don't think we'll challenge?
It depends. If they can put a good run together and get this out of their system, it's just that nagging little thing that they're always capable of this kind of performance where they don't really turn up and they're not switched on enough, not urgent enough, and I'd just like to see that growth, but not here yet, is it?
Listen, big thanks.